تا حالا تصویری از تهران قبل از انقلاب دیدی که واقعا شگفت زدت کنه؟ نه فقط خیابون ها و ماشین ها، بلکه حال و هوا، سبک زندگی، نظم شهری و حتی یه چهره مرموز که بی کلام تو دل اون تصاویر حرف میزنه. اگه دوست داری بدونی تهران واقعا چه شکلی بوده زمانی که هنوز همه چیز سر جاش بود، این مستند رو از دست نده. امروز قراره یکی از کمیابترین و نایابترین فیلم هایی که از تهران سال 1356 باقی مونده رو ببینیم. یه مستند تاریخی به اسم تهران امروز، ساخته خسرو سینایی، کارگردانی که خودش یه گنج زنده هنری بود و به تاریخ این مملکت از دریچه دوربین نگاه میکرد. سلام دوستان عزیز، به کانال خودتون خوش آمدید. این فیلم رو تو سال 1356 ساختن، دقیقاً یک سال قبل از اون اتفاق تلخ، و چیزی که میبینید فقط نمای ظاهری شهر نیست. تو هر قابش نظم، امنیت، توسعه و یه حس زندگی موج میزنه. اون چیزی که امروز خیلیا فقط تو رویاهاشون میتونن تصور کنن. این تهران تهرانیه که با سیاست‌های محمد رضا شاه پهلوی داشت مدرن ترین پایتخت خاورمیانه میشد. از برج‌های در حال ساخت گرفته تا خیابان‌هایی که از نظر معماری شهری با اروپا رقابت می‌کردند. و البته یه نکته خیلی جالب، تو خیلی از سکانس‌های این مستند یه بانوی مرموز سرخپوش حضور داره، کسی که هیچ جا اسمش نیومده، حرفی نزده، ولی حضورش تو تمام قاب‌ها نماد یه چیزی شده، یه روایت نانوشته، یه یاقوت خاموش وسط شلوغی تهران اون روزگار. اگه این قسمت رو تا آخر ببینی میفهمی چرا این زن به یاقوت تهران معروف شد.
Autumn evening, Avenue Pahlavi, Tehran. I hear more than my footsteps in these long, narrow streets. The echoes of Tehran's alleys ring with new memories of today's incessant clamor for automobiles and their insatiable need for space. How quickly these little streets give way to broad avenues and the ubiquitous car. The day for many Tehranis begins at the fruit and vegetable market. First light sees many people immersed in the purposeful bustle of buying and selling, trading and hauling. As the piles diminish, produce from all over the country is channeled to the greengrocers of the city for the dining tables of Tehran. Bales of sabzi, Iran's national salad, crates of apples, sprays of radishes, racks of melons, barrels of onions. The products of the nation's fields swirl around the vendors in a soft, leafy wave. The green tide runs its course every morning of the year until the last carrot is loaded and the last truck is gone. Tehran's tomorrow can be seen in the aspirations symbolized by the Shahyad, the soaring monument inaugurated during the country's celebration of 2,500 years of the Iranian Empire. A gift to the city in memory of this celebration, it houses some of the most significant treasures of the Iranian people, from the ancient splendors of the past to the technical marvels of achievement under the Pahlavi dynasty. Tehran today is everywhere, but especially in the Great Bazaar, where the jewelers' shops are just one of its many sections. Spilling over many blocks, the bazaar was once the center of the city. Around it I can still see the most important buildings of the late 19th century capital. The Shams-ul-Imare, the sun or most splendid of buildings, was a palace built under French influence, a culture much admired by 19th century Iranians who made its imitation fashionable. The bazaar may be the only element in the city to retain its traditional flavor in spite of the industry and rhythm of its modern days. I still see here Tehran's most fascinating people, characteristic clothes, distinctive habits, the traditional and the modern, side by side. Some of the traditions of Iran may seem exotic to Tehranis themselves, like the ritual of the drums and trumpets. Once they played warriors into battle. In later times, they sounded every day at sunrise and sunset in the Nagare Khane, the house of the drummers. Today, they are gone. This is the last Nagare Khane, dating from the reign of Reza Shah the Great. With its unique shops and numerous stalls, the bazaar is not only the business center of the city, but has become a magnet for the touring Westerner. Perhaps he feels that here is the only spot left in Tehran where he can experience the taste of the exotic Orient, so conspicuously missing in the rest of the city. The House of Parliament, the seat of Iran's democracy. We fought hard to gain it, and many men died maintaining it. But we held the doors open, the symbol of democratic government. The Sepah Salar Mosque, not the oldest perhaps of Tehran's many mosques, but certainly the most representative, dating from the late 19th century. Tehranis seldom look back, preferring future promises to past certainties. Some things, however, are woven so deeply into the city's life that nothing has changed their texture. The ceremonies of Ashura, the month of the mourning for the murder of the third Shiite Imam, seems to cut across the lines of age, status, and conviction. During these days, the face of the whole city is turned toward the traditional rites. It is too easy to see Tehran as a city of contrasts, traditional and modern. East meets West, old versus new. The reality is more profound and infinitely more complex. These young people, for example, are waiting to take the entrance exams for Tehran University. They know that today's workers need both knowledge and training for the exacting jobs of the modern world. In response to this rising demand for higher education, new universities and other institutions of higher education are being created in every major city of Iran. But Tehran continues to outdraw them all, the pulsar of every student's ambition, the rainbow on his way to a professional pot of gold. No amount of persuasion deters them, and the population of the city grows and grows. If the traditional character of Tehran is finally lost, it won't be the fault of these young artists. The City Theatre of Tehran offers this avant-garde company, as well as many others, a home on its boards. Even its lovely gardens refresh the soul, a place to stroll, to chat, to dream.
حالا اگه من یه چیزی بگم شما منو مسخره میکنی. من میگم میام به جاش وای میستم. ها شمس الله خان.
I'm sure young performers dream their share of dreams, but rehearsal is just a lot of hard work. Here in Rudaki Hall, they practice for an Iranian folk dance program. I'm afraid I find the leotards a trifle incongruous with the traditional movements, and my mind's eye keeps trying to supply the graceful costumes of opening night. Since its inception, the Iranian Opera House has provided a varied program every year. Opera, ballet, concerts and special productions of old masters and new, by seasoned artists from all over the world. One of Tehran's oldest museums, the Archaeological Museum, contains another kind of Iranian heritage. Here, the precious pre-Islamic and early Islamic artifacts are preserved.
شاید اونجایی که میخواد داره و بر نگرده راحت تر باشه. یعنی دیگه بر نمیگرده؟ معلوم نیست. شاید هم برگرده. گفتم تا اینجا که من میدونم اونجایی که میخواد بره چه روزگار بهش خوش بگذره چه بد بگذره روزگارش اینجا دیگه
My eyes recall the modern young actors, but my mind sees the typical Iranian characters of yesterday, caught in animated silence in the Ethnological Museum. The marvelous Gulistan Palace, with its famous marble throne, sparkling mirrors and beautiful gardens. It was in this palace that Reza Shah the Great was formally enthroned in 1926. The dancers rehearse their strenuous steps. The Qajars glare from the walls of the Nigaristan. At whom? At us? Today, young Iran continues to perform, oblivious of yesterday's gaze. I live a turbulent life in my city. Today's Tehran is no place for leisurely strolling or sidewalk conversation. Everywhere I turn, there are battalions of people in fleets of cars. But even in all this turmoil, there is a point, a red point, which focuses my hope and reflects back stillness. For years I have seen her moving about the city, a bright red figure, watching, smiling, resting. She always wears red, no one knows why, and she never speaks. A silent witness.
دوستان عزیز تماشا کردین؟ دیدی تهران چه حال و هوایی داشت؟ این فقط تصویر نیست، این یه حس گم شده. تهران امروز خیلی فرق داره، ولی اگه اون مسیر ادامه پیدا می‌کرد، به نظرت اگه شورش 57 اتفاق نمی‌افتاد، الان ایران کجای دنیا ایستاده بود؟ توی قدرت منطقه‌ای، توی تکنولوژی یا حتی توی آزادی‌های فردی؟ حتما نظرت رو تو کامنت ها برامون بنویس، چون میخوام کامنت ها رو توی قسمت دوم بخونم و بهشون اشاره کنم. اگه قسمت دوم این مستند رو میخوای ببینی، حتما کانال رو سابسکرایب کن و زنگوله رو هم بزن که به محض انتشار با خبر بشید. خیلی ممنون که تا آخر ویدیو همراه من بودید. تا ویدیو بعدی مراقب خودتون باشین. خدا نگهدار.